Artist! O artist! Artist! Si jemër a e mirë? Gjallë? Hajde. Sot erdha. Sot erdha me të po, kisha një halë, që të sa mujë, po isha gati me të po, po su bo. Që e bërë një film o vlasën e për film ka marrë. Jem njës që 2-3 mujë jem njës. Po, që su bëjke, me halë. Që 3 vjetë jom byllë, 3 vjetë jom byllë të marrë me këta, të shkru. Do të me bo këtë film artist. Do të me bo këtë film që s'mat shpirti, s'mat me video installime atë për studenta. 5 minuta video letë, ma bet. Do të bo film gjatë. Ato video të hynë e dalin ata në për galeri, si kuptojnë gjysave që bohen kësha po shetizën të qka. Kjo është film, du të mju të regu botës qka ka e kjo shpirt, qka nuk e dënte. Krejtë këtën. Po veste, ja? Veste më shme të regu të rrimë. S'ka kush tjetër. Ja. Po une. Ti munësh. Bashk. Ke këtën. Kamera të pas kemi këto gjonët të... Po shumë rëmlën. Qa po dhu? Me bojmë ajo.
Shot 6, take 1.
Dardan, a i gati?
Po.
Shot 6, take 2.
Dardan, po fillojmë. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Me fillu?
Shot 6, take 3.
Dardan, a i gati?
Po.
Po fillojmë. We speak in English.
All right.
Okay, we start.
Every time I start a new project or an idea, I always say as a joke, this is going to be the best in the world. Sometime it is, sometime it's not. A unë ndoni të ashtu?
Are you ready? A jena gati, Dardan?
Gati.
We speak in English.
Yeah.
Okay? So we start.
Every time I start a project or an idea, I say as a joke, this is going to be the best in the world. Sometimes it turns out to be. Sometimes it just don't. But who cares? I decided to tell this story. I don't care if I win an Oscar or not. The story will be told. Check
I've
it
done a
out.
lot of things in my life.
I've done a lot of things in my life. I've been a dishwasher, a bartender, a journalist. Se po haroj edhe çka kam qenë, bura. It's done. Me bo nesër. Më dalën një kartë, të madhe. E ta shpjegoj të nëse më leni tash, ma në fund me shpjegu një ashtu shpunojnë. E dhe thot, Dardan, nishi. Nishi është nishi, klop, thot. Every time I start a new project, kur e bëj mutën, ju mu këthy. Ju më të regu ku e më në gamë. Mu me më lanë. Po të më thonë, Dardan, qëto 5 minuta e ki. Natën, bombën atomike, heroinën, motrën e gani kupativës.
Dardan, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's start.
Every time I start a new project or an idea, I say as a joke, this is going to be the best in the world. Sometimes it turns out to be the best. Sometimes it just don't. I don't think you can capture a whole life, someone's life, in a film, song, or a book. But you can capture important moments. Throughout my life, I've been a dishwasher, a bartender, freedom fighter, journalist, stand-up comedian, bar owner, father, husband, a friend. A journalist wrote a quote that I'd like to share with you. He says, trying to describe Dardan Islami is a bit like describing a snowflake on a hot day. By the time you've got him pinned down, he's already melted or perhaps evaporated into another state of consciousness. Now, what he tried to say here is that I jump from one subject to another, and I have a problem with focus. But this time, I'm going to try to keep it together. So we go unscripted. I was born on 7th October, 1973. My father is called Nahat. My mother, Bahtisha. My father is called Nahat. My mother, Bahtisha. Unë kam një DVD me... Kam një DVD me vete, kam fotografi të video, thash që dënë me i kallëzu. So you're staying here?
If it does not get up.
Mira. Born in Pristina, capital of Kosovo, the province of former Yugoslavia, country that ceased to exist when I was 25. When I was 9 months old, we moved to Beirut. My father was the first Albanian war reporter in 1974 to move there. And this is now beginning of the civil war in Lebanon, Beirut. He had taken us, the family, to stay with him most of the time. We were living in a green zone, which was diplomats and journalists. I was told, I don't remember much. There was, when the fighting was getting intense, my father would fly us to Turkey, and he would remain and report from there. There was bombings, there was machine gun fire. Then my parents tell me, I don't remember that, but they tell me I used to go on a balcony and play with my little gun, plastic gun, and do my little war there. When we got back, the life was still good until 1980 when Tito died, the president Tito died of Yugoslavia. The country was mourning, people were crying. I was little again, 7 years old, didn't understand much. All I wanted to know at the time was how much money Tito has. Does he pay for his food or he gets it free? That was my concern. Now, growing up in Kosovo, after 81, it was not fun. I was a kid playing, laying down, every day, doing my homework, playing with my dog, do what I was doing. At the same time, you get these MiGs, like 3, 4, I don't know how many, sometimes 6, going at the same time, it's twice a day. Going low, flying low, showing that force, that sound. And that was driving me mad even then. As a kid, I used to lay down, just like this, in a bed, hating those MiGs, hating that sound, every day, twice a day. And thinking, if we ever had an army, would I join? So I would dream of the day of the MiGs going away. I was a hyperactive child. I was playing around a lot, running around all day long. Not a good kid, not a good student, really. Childhood got worse. The institutions, the values, everything we've known was just disappearing. People began to leave the country. Quietly, 20, 30 buses every week were leaving for Western Europe. This is 88, year after Milosevic had came to power.
Se më e masi s'dukesh, se nuk e rëndësimen, as ashtë nuk s'dukesh. Ti dua kraqët të ngrejla të sive, ti dua sofra të dashta, ti dua bjepat të fëmijëve, me nënat bandritura e vashat skofjare, me lashtrat abjetare, e sytë me shumë dritare. Të dua, se dole thirë nga historia, dhe prej sa njësove, se çka është liria, shumë lume e vëshuan, për të zhdukur shtigjet. Ti si kur e lartë, nuk I humbe brigjet, të dua populli im, se ditë të qëndrosh, se ke mësuar ditësh, ditë të fluturash, se ditë të shpërblesh, atë që të shpërblejnë, se ditë të uresh, atë që të urenë, popullin I utë, popull e kërë lartë, qërë dhe dashuris, për lesë në shtëngarë, me mesë të sinqerë, për jetë në vetë të shmekë, populim I bardh, populim Kresnet.
Kush me dojnë para tjene?
Të bajram të ka
Unë jam gjalli me falë që pejës pe katurit nga si qevës. Unë e mëjt me shdu gjithë shka, si për shembull që ta mirë sportit. Ho! Pek spore pjesa e noltëne. Tash majtën, s'fuz, ej kukunun, në letë të lak mi dizdimni. Tash mirë sportit i zumi majri. S'fuz, ja, edhe bret kom ja iken. Të fund. Ka, të fan materiali.
Zevi, gojde.
Unë jam pej. U të të
Au, së këtu, këtu, Haj, çeke. Çeke. Era që ushtyke me dalë, që po me zaka jare. I beke të fata mu pëshur të kesh.
Qenja, ne që shdu si dhe pjanë me...
Kuj në shpinë për i sore. Po dhe që kushtë të pas ka dhe natë në të. Kuj në natë si në dru, që dhe
Growing up in Kosovo was no fun. Being Albanian in Kosovo was no fun at the time. There were protests, there were tanks, there were police, there were curfews, riot police, killings on a daily basis. One of the girls next to our classroom, she was 16, Ylfete Humoli, got killed by police. That very week, we were 16. This isn't the first murder in my life at the time. So it didn't feel right for me to stay and protest, hang around in downtown area, urbanized area. Well, the protest was still softer because of the media, I guess, international media. So I decided to go to the suburb when the action was on. Now, these three guys, friends of mine from my class, they were telling me about the riots over there. And they said, yeah, you tough guy, you should come there. So I go there. Hundreds of people. Riots, stones, smoke, a lot of police, riot police, dark, masks. I found myself in the middle of the riot. There was a gunshot, Kalashnikov. It was so close, maybe 3 or 4 meters away. I smelled that. Gunpowder. Now, my friends left right away. Of course, it was tough. They took me there to tell me how tough it is, but it got too tough. And they just left. They were living there. Now it's me there, all alone. Huh? Really. I want to go this way. There's 2 roads now. to get away from it. There's one there and one this way. You cannot go back, you cannot go straight, of course. You can go this way or that way. And I see police coming, like hundreds, all black. Riot police. I see police there beating some and coming again. So where'd you go? I don't know. I just, somehow, I was little. And I made it. Went back downtown home. This is the first and the last time that I went to the protest. After this, I just left the country. Keep repeating that you gotta prepare psychologically. You gotta. War is not like, yeah, I'm going to war. Really? Yeah. My ass, you go, but you go back home 2 days after. Now, you told me war is, you gotta get prepared, UFOs are there. You just have to see them. The first time that I saw UFO, it was 1990. I was a kid again, about 17, having a coffee. This is downtown area, Pristina. Blues Alley bar. We used to hang there, summer, September, late summer. Now we're sitting there, watching skies, having a coffee. And then you get, all of a sudden, this huge object, like 13 story. Huge object. It was up there, and it just stood there. Now we all got shocked. But the thing is, why keep this moment as some turning moment in my life again? Is this because it's the first time some interaction with something I didn't understand. I felt that I cannot tell because we were all drunk. And all of a sudden it just disappeared, vanished. Tash, pse atë dit? Pse aty? Unë nuk e di. Po çfarë impakti patën mu, ka pas shumë. Se më ka hap vizion, unë kam filluar me këshyr për te kësaj toke. Sa orë që nuk të më ka biciklete, unë këshyrin qiell. Në qiell e gjej atë qetësinë tam, atë shpresën tam. Se unë e di që prej qielli vijnë gjonat. Atje është loja.
Some old cranks call the cops on the beat. It'll happen every time, every morning when I get up. Miss my connections and I'm late for work again. You know they'll drop me and I'm bombing in my street. Some old cranks call the cops on the beat. It'll happen every time, every morning when I get up. Miss my connections and I'm late for work again. You know they'll drop me and I'm bombing in my street. I've just better make because I'm getting it all.
This is 1992, transition, that apartheid of Milosevic, from that shit life, from that repression, from that protests and hell. All of a sudden, we were in London town. All of a sudden, dream. What a feeling, now that I think. Everything I saw, it was new to me. Everything I heard, it was almost new to me. Everything almost was new. 90s, remember, bear in mind, this is Cool Britannia, this is Tony Blair, this is electronic music, this is raves, this is ecstasy, this is This is it. Football. We were the pioneers of the electronic music. Ministry of Sound, Begley's, Heaven. What wasn't that time? Beautiful times. Pooh, what a time. I was fine, all fine, happiest, best ever, top dream come true. Fine. But again, I wasn't happy. How could I be happy? I was happy, of course, with me, with my life and all, but how could I be happy? When you talk every day on phone, nothing good you hear. All you hear is shit. Raro. I may not have money. I wasn't after money. But people, I just love people. Seriously, I love people very much. I've learned a lot of things from people. I've learned the instincts. See, you're a young guy, you work in bars, you serve everybody. You don't know who you serve. Could be a royalty, could be, you don't know. You may know after from the credit card, of course. If it's platinum, gold, or whatever it is. Now, this is that time the instinct becomes getting developed. Now you get quick. In 5 seconds, you see his watch, you see his shoes, watch his glove. You got to scan him, her. It's a job with people. 300 people a day, 500 people a day, every day, all my life. I see 300, 500, 1,000 a day. I talk to them, I kiss them, I touch them. And then you become what you become. Some call me a monster. Some call me man of many parts. Some call me an idiot. Whatever it is, I like it.
Go, tá bom ainda. Filho para bom. Tu mandou tu tentou não, tá bom fique. Tu tentou a bom shit.
Qysh ma bëni ju pyetje që të vëgjore.
Okej, a ja të nisim anglisht.
Qysh ma bëni pyetje. Nëse qysh dënë. Jo bëni shit, jo bëni shit. Jo bëni anglisht. Okay? I go to London and a friend of mine, Arietta, my wife's cousin, was like for a week or two he had no apartment and he asked me, can I stay with you? I said, of course. As he was staying with me, Arietta showed up. I was alone, I guess she was alone and all that. I felt that I had to take care of her. Perfect wife, perfect partner. I do all the talking, she doesn't talk. Imagine if we had a wife like me, I mean, we'd end up in prison. London was great, greatest, until a point. A point when I wanted to make something else with my life. Canada was cold. Toronto was cold. It was slow, boring, very different from London. Stayed there for 6 months. My cousins had this cheese boutique, they call it, delicatessen shop, with different, like 300 different cheeses and salamis. Now here I was, selling it, all quiet. After that long winter, I decided to move to Vancouver. Vancouver seemed milder, better. This is 5,000 miles west now. Loved it. Reminded me very much in London. Got that course, that school, the college, broadcast journalism, performing arts. I was very happy with my course. It was expensive, but still a lot cheaper than Britain. I was not the best student, of course. But I was best at the international news. When it came to international affairs, the Canadians didn't know much. The differences between Iraq and Iran, for instance. I did. Vancouver was great. I was healthy in a healthy city. But not for long. In 1998, This is now where the war began in Kosovo. The massacres, the killings, brutality. Being all that 20,000 miles away from home, it was tiring, it was painful. I had moments when I would pay $1,000 for a glass of water. Just a glass of tub water, Pristina water. I can put my mouth in that tub water and drink it. I had an option. You can go fight the war. You can sit like a real man, watch it on TV. Or worst, go and put a bomb or kill them all at that church, Serbian church. I saw them in Vancouver. Killing innocent people was not my thing, of course. Staying and watching TV while kids are being expelled and killed. So the front seemed easiest to me. The Albanian community in Vancouver was kind enough to buy me $3,000, the equipment, uniforms, bulletproof vest, FBI, very good one. I was the only one from that city to fly. Took a plane from Vancouver to Frankfurt, Italy, Rome, Bari. 4 days we talked. Didn't sleep, sleepless, jet lag, you name it. Boats, trains. After 3 days, I found myself in this boat trip from Bari to Durrës. This is March, late March 99. The sea was rough, roughest ever. But what happened to me in that boat is very interesting. Because in that boat, there was like 300 people, all youngsters mostly. And I was so proud that these were all KLA recruits. These were my brothers coming to fight the war with me. I was so proud. Now, since the sea was so rough, everybody in that boat, believe it, everybody was seasick, vomiting. We're talking 300 people laying down, vomiting. Except me and this guy. I was 25. He was my age probably. 4 years. We two didn't know each other. We were the self-appointed doctors of that boat. We were helping around everyone. 4 hours. After 4 hours, the sea got quiet, miraculously. We were getting close to Albanian coast. It was sunny. I couldn't believe I was coming to Albania, a country that I could only dream of. Now here I was. We're getting off that boat. Here is a police, military police, KLA with a dog and a list. And he's asking for the KLA recruits in that boat. And I thought all of us, probably not all, but half of us, most of us. But it turned out to be the recruits of that boat. It was just me and the other guy, that guy, the 40 years old guy. We never had a time to talk to each other. We just looked at each other and, yeah, right, like we knew. Now they put me on this van. They tell me to go north. Albania, Cooks, close to the border with Kosovo. The heavy fighting was going on. Unë e marri pauzë. Unë jam në rregull, veç e kisha pi një kafe. A jemi në rregull? Super. A vjen një kafe ti kështu. Ne që jemi mirë, do tash im se për luftë du jo.
A do ftyrë për të?
Do shumë dok. Ti se vrahemi pastaj. Do të në kafe. Ti që orë?
Ma koma?
Akoma?
Okej. Apo do me kom?
Jo, se sa kaptove me kom.
A, po mirë.
Unë s'ta pshova me kom ty, që aki. Se bëjnë kështu të mos u tëtë. Ajo punë e mirë. Po më për gjerë. Pëse të morrej për në me. A mirë në zemë? Në kom.
Edhe fillon me fol. Unë kam një në Prishtinë, në vitin, ë? Pastaj aty
Vetëm këtë mënyrë do të arrim të treguat e shpëthute, nëse arrim të treguat ute, nëse a do të arrim, vetëm të e sit. Jo me ngarku. Unë jam I bindun që çdo njeri në Kosovë ka eksperiencë më të mirë se ne, mbase më interesante. Unë nuk dyshoj. Po pse ai s'do më tregu tash? Unë nuk e foj ti. Ai nuk është gazetar se ne, s'ka bo shkollë me fol, ha? As më shkru. Ai është djali mirë, është të puntoj, e di unë, po se jam I obliguar për hotër ti me tregu. Për hotër tati se jo për vete kisha bo film në Bruce Lee, kisha bo filma porno, në të bjanës. Po, është tregimi jonë, që unë s'po du me shku në atë botë, as këtë botë, as kërkon, pa e tregu për një fakt. Pse historia më ka mësu, jeta që historinë e rrenë gjithmonë, e sidomos luftat, çdo këto revolucionet janë tani, këto jogurthonet. Gjithçka ndrohet, gjithçka manipulohet. Kjo është ajo mas lufta, që është ma e vështirë, ma djeks, ma idht, se vetë lufta. Se lufta është armiku ati e dën, ja pa fsharin. E çaj armiku është, s'ta ka bo nona, ka armiku ka gjithkush. Po këtë s'ta ka bo nona, kjo problem. Që I thu vlla, e që dëshpërën, e që dëshpërosh. Është I poshtër, I ka ardhë shanca, I ka ardhë dita me ndërtu shtet. Mbi gjakune, është morve dhe I vjedh paret, çka ka me fol me ta? Çka pas na me fol për ta? Ja. Na kemi jetu me njerëz traumatizum, kush të din çka ka, ke trend, kalon 7 vjet, na kaloj, po na kaloj na u kthy, na u kthy de. Po ktheke, po. Po ktheke. Se na jemi Cold War children. Ata, tash do të kthehemi aty. Fon. Edhe se quhet Putini atje që 2 miga prap, mu më kapen nervat e mia. Si që na u bëk, si tina të thej. Apo kupton? Jo po. Kuptoj se nuk jam të bëk këtu show. Po të thos sinqerisht, mi tranë nervat. Se është çaj mig që folëm, ka ai migu prap. E sot çaj Putin, ja ka dhënë 6 apo 10 miga fucking në stanondën. Migs are coming back. Jo dardoni rregull, shko ti pi bira, dardan se ti në rregull, ti shkon deti. Jo, s'po shkon deti. S'po pi bira. S'po horrësh. Po jam nervoz. Sa I mig motherfucker që ti e prap. Çati është. S'ka 2 muaj që ka.
George.
Hiç ekret, ha? Hiç. Duva. Ina. Apo vjen zemra me atë? Edhe me facolet? Edhe me atë pudrën? Shpërtu më djena se kom mujtu në remoni e ftofje, sot isha kom ba kak gjëjsh, po fate. Sot kam shumë dishëm pyti. Po më vracem. Po shpërtu më djena, të ndihmoj Zoti. Se të bëhesh në më, pa zë pastaj. Sot në koftë këtë. Apo?
Nata e parë djeshëm.
S'kemi qenë vatë për jo. Faleminderit. Gati.
Dy, tre, katër, pes, gjasht, shtat, tet, nënt. Qetë si! O kuptu! Keni kuptu!
I was put in a van for North Albania, that is Kukës, closest city to the border with Kosovo. This is closest I was home after 8 years, being away. On the way, I was so excited, being in Albania for the first time. After I had that soup, they put us in a van. I was in a van with the family of Pristina. Mother, father, and a daughter. They were going north to find their brother, a guy, a recruit that had come from United Kingdom to join the KLA. Now, they were traveling with me. I was traveling with them. I was not their son that they were looking for. They were not my parents, even though they looked like my parents. It felt good, that trip. I was so disappointed to see Albania for the first time. This is crisis time. Refugees. Roads were horrible. Bunkers. On the way, I only saw refugees. I only saw people running around, armies. Here there was a truck, a military truck. In that military truck, I saw this old lady. She was very old. She reminded me of my grandmother, but I missed her so much at the time. She was standing on that transport truck, military, hanging there, holding. Felt so bad. She felt so lost, so alone. In evening, we got into the front line, to the woods, mountains. After we did that terrain check-in that evening, we went to sleep. Now this is right here, the big guns, the big calibers, explosions, gunfire, anti-aircraft, you name it. We pulled back for a kilometer or so in a safe area. This is the first night in the front line. It was time to sleep. I was worried, I was scared. I didn't know what was happening, what's going to happen to us that evening. So I said, we have to sleep. So what I do, I turn my back to the front line. I didn't want to face it. And I was looking at the sky. The sky was miraculously beautiful. The stars were there. I was so worried. I was scared. This is first evening sleeping in the mountains. So we did. In the morning, it says dawn. I woke up. I didn't know where I was. First thing that came to my mind was if I was whole. After I checked, my body was whole. It felt good. It felt good. I just stood. And I said, this is it. We're going to make it. Watching that sky that night, it was a remedy to me. There was nothing, nowhere I could turn, nowhere else. The fighting, the bombings were routine after that night. It was just normal. Well, this is 10th of May, 99. Košare area, the whole Kosovo was no-fly zone for Serbs. Serbs decided to fly 2 of their MiGs that day in a suicide mission. They knew the NATO would get them down, but they didn't care. They just wanted to hit us bad. So they did. "27 dead that day. Many injured. One of the MiGs went down right away there. We had the pieces of that MiG. I was so happy, couldn't believe. Me and my MiGs, finally. I had a piece of that MiG. War is ugly. There's nothing good about it. But yet, this is where you meet those people. They're different. That day, 10th of May, Miguel, a Spanish journalist, was there, the only accredited journalist, foreign, Wire, AP. Now the MiGs had bombed us, a lot of dead bodies, a lot of wounded. I'm running around, all of us running around to help them out. This is bad situation. We're talking big bomb from the MiG. We're talking their organs out. They're still alive. We're talking no legs, no arms. They're still alive. They talk. They say things. It's a coma situation. They don't know if they're going to survive. So they tell you tell my wife that I'm gonna, you tell my father, you tell my son, you don't know nothing, you just hear that you're crazy, it's crazy. And then you got the MiG, the other MiG, trying to hit us again. Now while the NATO planes are chasing those damn MiGs, the other MiG one is down already. Miguel asks me, what are they saying, these wounded people that I was putting down on a Pitzgauer? I said, Miguel, you got your shot, man. Your camera. I tell you later, I said. He said, no. He just put that camera down. He said, no, I'm going to shoot. You just tell me what are they saying. I said, Miguel, for God's sake, they saying hard stuff. You don't want to. He said, no, you got to translate that to me, word by word. So I find the time to tell him what they're saying. Miguel didn't care about that shot that day. He just dropped the camera. Miguel was one of us that day. He just wanted to know what they're saying.
Ce ne capic más mano. Garncia.
Pak jemi të po, drejtimin po e shoh një flok ka po i shkojnë. Edhe to i ka shku mirë zharot.
Po kjo, aty granatot 24. Granatot, pse mos po granatot? Ai ka prodhu 50 vjet armatim. Ka armatim, ai magazina, 100 milion gërdeta ka. Çka ka me bëj veç? Gjithë ditën. Nuk ka fort problem. Po ti ki ka çusha, që këtë të rëshka që ta përzin, se ti ka po të vjen. Jo stabil më dhe, që fillon del një gjendje tjetër. Ajo është friga që është, nuk e di, po qaja është. Friga me vdek, nuk s'ka frigë me vdek, me pas ikti, nuk rrën aty. Vjen një lodhe psiqike dikur. Truni, veç thot, bëll, është një siguresë aty, se di. Ajo është bon ting, ajo kry muhabet. O, zëti sholla që kjo granat që po vjen tash më vjen kry, edhe përfundon kjo muhabet edhe se u lodha. U lodha ty lutë zëti të sholla se vjen, po alet bjem peltë thomës. Ngarkesa, që e ngarkesa e ati migut, që kjo këtë ngarkesat e psikoza e... Kur të në ditës për 20 orë, për 24 orëve 20 orë granatohesh, ajo bot një, normale. Po kjo mëne, kjo është një gazetare. Kjo është gazetare e Vanity Fair. Edhe kjo ka bo një artikull aty, ka qenë me neve, është shumë interesant, Gazetarët janë shumë interesant, nuk i kuptoj asun kanë era, të tha. Kjo gru kanë detë aty me neve, kanë detë në bolt, kjo, apo kuptoni ju, nuk është kjo ka orë dhe ka shku, jo, kjo kanë detë aty 4-8 orë. Po ato 4-8 orë, kanë që du me qenë më të rondat. Ata të la bombardun, shumë, atë ditë, faktikisht. Po dhe natën, më ndej. Sigurisht, eksperienca ma e vështirë që kemi pas. Kjo ka shkru shumë bukur. Me këtë shkrim ka fitu shpërblim botnore, në 2000-ën, Best Magazine Writing, ka bo liber. E përshkruan këtë djallin këtë, si luftar të luftës botnore, që paka shumë po është. Përshkruan Dardanin, fjallët e mija, që shi thomën e që shi lotë fjallë, që të bëjë garës e gjysë për me. Të regon momentin, kur përfundon krejt, mas 2 dite, edhe kjo pas ka qenë të fjetë, une këmë vëzit cigara tëre, në silueta ime, pas ka qenë të e këshyrë qielin. Po qieli është të vërtet, që atë natë ka qenë shumë i kuq, shumë purple, fantastik. Po në ashtë pëtum, a i qiel u hapa dit, ashtë bukur. Po unë s'kisha ditë me përshkru këtë moment. Unë se kësha mojtë me, për ka mojtë me në kjo, e ka shkru. Është i bukur. E tash këtë regëm pëse unë e këshyri në altë, qka po këshyri në altë? Unë gjithmonë e lypi. Këtu... nuk e di. Po...
Na po flasim Shqip.
Po.
A ke më mirë Shqip anglisht?
Nësa e kam unë. Qështë e keni ju, se unë e shprejna. Unë ka njerës folje heq me kafsh nuk folje, atë që pas anglisht. See, when you're traumatized, and the rest are not, that's fine. That will help you out to get over. But when you're traumatized, and everyone else is traumatized, and then what the fuck? Who's gonna help who here? Everyone was fucked up. That was me, right over, I opened that bar. I was making 2,000 Deutschmarks a day. This is your first bar in Pristina after the war. There was nothing there. There was no people. So every intelligence officer, every general, every police, every international diplomat, motherfucker that had to have a drink, he had to have it in my bar. Now this is late night stand-up comedy. They made me actually do first time my act. It was my clients making me now every night, throwing me money behind the bar. I did it. I remember that tone that the other people, internationals, had towards us. And it was all fine, it was all good. You see, they well-behaved people, you say, and all that. But it wasn't that. It wasn't that. It was that you can see that they look at you like, oh, dear, you fucked up. But you don't know it. 8 years later, poof, hits you in the face. Turn around, everyone is fucked up. For worst, nobody knows it. Now, I'm the guy who wants to tell the whole world, hey, we fucked up. Look at me. Wasn't easy. Walking down from my home every day. Every day I'd see 7 dead bodies. From my home, that is 2 miles to the hotel, Grand Hotel, for instance. I would see 7 dead bodies here, there. This is the beginning, huh? Talking right after the month, first month. And it goes away, actually. It goes away. Everything gets fine. People just wanted to work, make money, get normal, and they did. I didn't. I didn't fight the war to go and work as a fucking driver for UN. I don't give a fuck to drive that motherfucking Jeep. No. No. I fought the war to build this country, to rebuild it. For better. Not to do a translator. See, after the war, people were destroyed, burned, all that, and they had to rebuild. I understand, and we all had to, and we did. But then, we all found out that the rebuilding, actually rebuilding of buildings, can happen 20 times if you like. But rebuilding ourselves, rebuilding our souls, our mind, that's just another process. Not that easy. I'm not happy, they're not happy. Who the fuck is happy? O lodhët. Jonas lodhë. Çekitoria.
Oh, faleminderit George.
Stop! Këtu jemi të vorri reagim Ramadanit. E ke aty djalin në xhirimin tjetër ku folëm dje, që ta shohim më mirë gjallë. Ky njeri meriton te ky është që ajo që po flasën në këtë kohën për shembull. Ky njeri ka qenë Zvicër, ka qenë poet, ka qenë piktor. Ka ardhur, ka vdek në aksion, si komandant në operacionin tonë më të suksesshëm, që më odmen. E ta është kuptoni, këta njerëz, ka ra, atje në altar. Po kjo nuk vdes, a përshëni, kjo gjallë atje, këtu, kjo gjallë. Kjo nuk vdes, do, 1110, 2010, Skënderbeu ka vdek, pa i s'ka vdek, se ne ja bojmë ato, çdo ditë e përmenim. Okay. Kërë nuk ka vdek. Na kemi vdek. Na të gjallët. Kërë ra, për mos me vdek. Na me të më gjallë. Po me të më se të vdek. Kërë shumë ma i gjallë. Se shumë njerëz, që unë e një, e që më flasin e që më bojnë, po të në të vdekun. Ata kanë vdek, halo pa lindë. Ata se dim se jetojnë. Kërë. I was a journalist. I was covering Hague Tribunal. Once I got inside that building, I didn't know I'm going to see Milosevic. It was a glass wall. So I had Milosevic just maybe, I don't know, 4 meters, 5 meters away from me. We had that glass in between, of course. Now, international journalists would keep those headphones, the translation, of course, to get it from whatever is going on there. In my case, I didn't need a translation. We can understand the Serbian and, of course, English. So I was just listening. Milosevic all the time was making fun and jokes, as he does, as he did. Being funny, being smart. Smart as, that is. And he was very successful, to be honest. By cross-examining those witnesses that were telling the sufferings, the brutal killings, he was making jokes out of that, of course. And every time he had cracked a joke, he would turn around to us journalists and he would blink his eye like he's funny. But he was doing it to me this time, because I was looking at him all the time for hours. I was sitting there looking at him and thinking, this guy destroyed my life. He had fucked up everything I had known, everything around me. So I'm sitting there with no headphones. Now he probably thinks I'm a Serb, because the Serbian journalists that were sitting there, they had no headphones, and they were laughing with his jokes, of course. I did same. When he was blinking his eye, I would blink his eye and I would laugh like I'm his friend. I watched him for hours. It felt great. Him, charged with the war crimes, behind that wall, and me sitting at the other side. Felt so good. This is that taste of freedom that I had. Arjeta kërë jam e dike, normalisht, nuk jam shefsha. Vujke edhe më kemë ndimu, mas mirë në botë. Edhe nuk është dëshpëru kur, nuk është dërzu kur. Nuk kam fjallë, aja është shumë ma e fortë. Unë muj me shqit menë, pa familje, pa përkraje, s'po gjo. Ajo shkoj me lindë, Londër, djallin, e parë, dakullin. Lindë e u gëzum shumë, kalon 3 javë, e pruni. Për mu është një moment shumë interesant. Mas interesant. Se ma pruni Dardanin e vogël. Fosh një Dardan, veç sytë e kaltët. Dardan në venë, me gjdo vijë. Së qa me shiku e këshur. Gjithë nadë të e këshur, as me flejt, qa më rëdhë shakja. Unë e kësha lyp, o zëtë qa ma të djallë shumë. Gjithë natën e këshyra, o kënaqë, atë e në gjithë, së në me besu, është jemi, pëse jemi, kusho kjo, kusho mëne, kur të s'mora verë, veç e këshyra, gjithë natë. Kër në bo më në gjezë, erdhen ato, ishe dyta dyte, erdhen gratë, që erdhen. Me bo për hajrat, fëmin. Edhe i lojnë lekt, aty ka 20 euro, 30 euro. Ta është grusë mere, djallin, kështë atë shportën. Të fosh një. Merë edhe është djallin. Merë i parët. Që i lanë këto gratë për fëmin. Hajo më këshyri tash. Qka të gjithë tash, qa kime nga tranu tash. Për makinë. Shkum taj dileri jam ku blesh atë drogën. Tash në dzere parët. Ajo i në zurë. Ja është ati parët. E mora. E ngreha. E këshyra grunë të mësy. E këshyra djallin foshnje. Të thash, që ku e ki pru vetën? Tarë djalli, ti, po ja merë parët, i vedishëm, me qëllim e bona, po ja merë parët. Nëse të vazhdojnë me pi drogë, kjo fëmi, kimi ja marë parët, pra. S'ka morë rrita. Qa të me botë? Kështu vendosë? E bona, me ato lekt, fëmis, tam, të bukës ti, unë e bleva drogën, herën e fundit. Që mos e ble mokër.
Okej, stop. Mia. Pak pushim? Një kafe? Një qaj?
A jepi? I du 100 euro. Thorë që jepi ka 100 euro. Që s'da një kafe t'i kush? Kur po foli shqip, ju pëlqe ma shumë juve, audiencës, se po merë një vesh. Që shumë lëshke? Shke me?
Po edhe storja kështë.
Po bite du më kaldu 2-3 herë, më thash për mua si, se po t'i ikin. Për një detaj, se këtë detaj edhe se zot.
Kushe njeri parë që ja kështë kalëzu që të film, alla ile?
Pyetje mirë. Vete. Vete me mujtë mja kalëzu dhe këtë ves. Vete shumë mujtë mja kalëzu. Te mos me rajt vete, ne? Kërkush nuk flet. Unë s'kom folë, kërkush s'ka folë, për traumat vetat e din. Po, edhe mos me folë, unë e kom pasë një vdekje klinike, po dhe një 3-14 vjetë. Ato e kuptova, mësova që nga të botë sa më së mërë me vete. Absolutisht kush. Zero. Në herë, me sa ju, po jo, kur gjusë mërë me vete. Edhe pik nuk diskutohet, për e diju në. E ta shte sanat materialit s'le mërshë me vete në atë botë, apo? Jo, e dim krejt. Po të regimin me morë me vete atër, për çka pas kemi jetuna këtë. Me mësu diçka, a me përcil diçka dikujt, a vesh me mojtë më sheft, e me sa ju, e me më sheft, e me që unë vërë me veti, e pse kesh unë e këtë? Tranzeta? Ja, tranzeta. Se jesë.
Thank you.